Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm the Black Pearl, here to provide universal guidance for those who seek the truth. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, and make sure you also like the video to support my channel. I'm going to give you a second to do that. Thank you. And remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. So I'm moving forward in our numerology series. I've been covering the different base numbers, and today we're going to be covering base number 5. So if you're wondering why I have the number 5 here, that is why. Okay, so today, base number 5, we are now in 2021, which breaks down to a 5, and 5 usually represents change. So we're probably going to see a lot of great changes here within the year because we are in 2021. So that's a good thing because we definitely do need that change. Okay, so moving forward, let's talk about base number 5. So 5 is very important, like I just said to you, because we are currently in the year of 5. The zodiac signs that represent 5 are Gemini and Virgo, which represent the energy of the base. These signs are ruled by Mercury. Okay, these are and then so Virgo, just to recap, Virgo is an earth sign, and Gemini is an air sign. But what brings these two together is the fact that they're both governed by Mercury. And I know you always wonder, like, how is that possible? But these two signs are ruled by the same planet. And that tends to happen sometimes with the zodiacs. They won't share the same element, but they'll have they'll share the same planet. Okay? So just keep that in mind. All right, so these signs, I said, are ruled by Mercury, and the throat chakra also rules number 5 energy. Okay, we have different chakras throughout our body. Okay, so keep that in mind. I'll be covering chakras really soon, probably in another video. Okay, so remember that throat chakra is located like at the back of the neck region. The throat chakra is usually located at the back of the neck. And I find it interesting that I pulled this card. These are cards that I pulled for 5 energy because her neck is exposed on this card. So that's interesting that we picked that card. Okay. Let's see what else you need to know. So you will know if you are a base number 5 if you were born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of any month in any year. So I'll repeat that again. You will know if you're a base number 5 if you were born on the 5th, the 14th, or the 23rd of any month in any year. I'll go over some famous people that have base number 5. Okay? That will be Quincy Jones, Adele, Halle Berry, Audrey Hepburn, Madam C.J. Walker, George Lucas, Shaka Khan, Einstein, Karl Marx, and Donald Trump. And if you notice, these people that I've named, some of these famous people that I've named with the base number 5 are all agents of change. So if you think about it, Quincy Jones, he made a lot of big impacts in the music industry, and he just as a producer, period, in the film industry as well. I believe he was like one of the creators of the Fresh Prince. Like, that's crazy. So he brought a whole new perspective on the way people see Black families. So especially on TV. So that was really cool. Adele, and she's in music. Halle Berry definitely changed the game. Definitely changed the game in acting. Audrey Hepburn was a famous actress. Madam C.J. Walker, if you're not familiar with her, she changed the hair industry. She became one of the first black business business owners, I believe. And she created a empire out of hair. Or not out of hair, I'm so sorry. Not out of hair, but through her quest for, perfecting hair, or how we do our hair, especially for black women. She moved mountains in that industry, and crossed a couple of milestones. So moving on, not gonna get too deep into it, but George Lucas, we all know who he is. Shaka Khan, who's a musician. Einstein, the great thinker, the great mathematician. Karl Marx, if you're not familiar with who Karl Marx is, he's a great philosopher, revolutionist, journalist, and yada yada yada. He has so many roles, and he changed the way people think, most importantly. Okay. But I just want you to realize that, and Donald Trump, he was just he's our former president now, and he changed the way the nation sees themselves. Everything happens for a reason. And although a lot of people probably disagree with him, he is an agent of change. So now that you probably have a better perspective based off the famous people I've named, of five energy. Okay, we are in 5 season. All right, so the life goals of 5s are communication, exchange, and connection. The life lessons that base number 5 people have to learn is focus, grounding yourself, and mental balance. 5s are so good, they can read, scan other people, and they can pick apart people just by scanning them. Okay? Because remember, they connect. 5s, they connect with so many people. Okay? All those people I just named are very popular people. They're very good in business deals. Madam C.J. Walker is a good one with that. She was very good at business deals. So 5 are generally very good with that. This energy is naturally talkative and constantly socially engaged. Base 5 energy is all about movement and energy. So when you think about that, think about going back to the zodiac sign of Gemini. Think of Gemini. They're always on the go. The dual nature of the twins are in constant motion and diving into many projects. And remember, if you can't relate to any of this right now, and you probably say, well, I'm not like a business type person, or I'm not really into that type of stuff. Remember, your name also has a energy vibration. So we'll get into that later on how you can use the letters in your name and calculate and figure out what's your base number, okay, for your name. Okay, so remember, this could be just one of your base numbers, and this could be one of your base numbers if you were born, again, on the 5th, the 14th, the 23rd of any month in any year. Okay? All right, so moving on to my notes. All right. So 5, like I said before, you guys can excel in business and in sale-oriented type jobs because you guys are always negotiating. Remember, you social, very social. Okay. This number also vibrates money and the exchange of value. the exchange of value. So giving and receiving. So think of Virgo energy, which is adaptable. Virgo energy is also represents 5 energy. It can adapt to any current situation. You know, Virgos are always ready, you know, ready to move, and they can adapt to anything. They have an eye for the details, which is why this base can scan people so well. And Virgos are known for their critical disposition. They can take you apart. They criticize everything, but they're also very observing. Okay, so this is why they're good at scanning people so well. This energy is also healing, okay, and can help you through the tough times. And that's why this number is the master of change, because it craves freedom and adventure, and it can adapt. Okay, so this year, which is 5, 2021 equals 5. Okay, this year is a year for change. So this year is going to be the time to take action. Okay, so hopefully that just gave you a little idea to the energy of 5. And I'm gonna read a little for you guys. So I pulled some cards at the beginning, and this is from the Earth Warriors deck. Earth Warriors. Okay, and I'm going to read the first card I pulled. And you know what? I thought to myself, I was like, these can't be right. And I put them back in the deck, started shuffling again, and pulled it out again, and it was the same cards. So all these cards up here pretty much came out twice. So there's no denying this is the energy that we're in for the year. So for 2021, this is going to be the energy that we'll be in. So I got, and I'm sorry if I'm butchering the names, Goddess of Technishuan, I think it's like Aztec, I don't know. Okay, and it says she guards the water of life, and all the colors are very similar to 5. And I have 5 in these colors is because 5 energy has like an aquamarine type blues, because remember the throat chakra, and also throat chakra represents it. So you'll see a lot of aquamarines and blues, which represent the throat chakra. But remember, this 5 is the agent of change, so that's why you'll see a lot of the orange, the burning oranges. And you know, I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry guys, I believe it also covers another chakra, and that's why I put the other color in there. I think it's the sacral chakra. Not too sure. I will double check for you, and I'll probably put a notation in the video if it's not the sacral chakra. But if you see, a lot of the colors that is in this card are similar to that, the 5 energy. So she guards the water of life. The goddess of Tanishuan here is the ancient guardian mother who protects the waters of life and offers her protection and blessing. Okay, her appearance means a time of, needs to be a time of purification and cleansing, which leads to enhanced fertility. So this change is a good change. Okay, you are a creator of new consciousness, a generator of positive energy as fuel for constructive outcomes. We need your vitalized being to keep nourishing the human collective with helpful alternatives to mainstream consciousness. Okay, so basically what they're trying to say is there sometimes we need to cut cords to negative influences in our lives. It could be negative habits, people, whatever type of entertainment, forms of entertainment that you use, or it could be the media, okay? You know, because this can threaten and distort your pure, wise use of your wild spirit. Because fives are wild spirit. They're very adventurous, okay? They like to travel. They're like the wanderer, okay? You know, so with this, it's also important that you engage with others. You cannot be bored. And it's so funny because this card is about purification, cutting cords, negative cords, and you know, talking to other people. So, or engaging with other people. So this card represents that. So pretty much you need to safeguard your thoughts and your energy, okay? And if something's not working for you, you need to change it. Probably need to change these old habits and thought patterns we're sitting in, because they're saying there's something you're doing, something you're watching, maybe some people you're hanging around, or you know, something that's affecting that for you. The next one is the way of the divine feminine revealed. Let's see if I can get to her. Number 11. Okay, some of you guys might be twin flames. I don't know why I'm picking that up. All right, so this is the Ayana vision, way of the divine feminine revealed, and I'm going to read that from the book here. The divine feminine yearns to reveal her way and her wisdom to you, that you may live passionately and purposeful. As you trust your inner guiding voice, you recognize the authentic desires and visions that move you from within. So with this is realizing your self-purpose. You're realizing your role here on this planet, okay? And nobody can tell you what that is, okay? You have to listen to your inner voice. It will all be revealed to you, okay? So this is all about life purpose. So you got to replace the faith. Don't turn away from your yearning out of fear. Whatever you're yearning to do could be something you want to pursue, maybe someone you want to be with. Whatever you feel in your heart is where you need to be, or whatever it is that you need to do, okay? Your truth. So you got your truth, you need to acknowledge it. And when you acknowledge this truth, it will bring you your peace. And it's so funny that going into it, like I said, her throat is revealed in this card. So I believe it connects to the energy 5, because 5s are very talkative. They can have a tendency to be talkative. Now remember, your name also has a vibration. So we'll go through that in another video later on how you can calculate your name and figure out your that number, okay, and that energy. The next card is Dideri. I don't know if I'm saying it right, guys. Dideri. It's hearing the truth. A lot of us need to hear that this year. It's a lot of truths being revealed. So I feel like 2020 kind of like shook some things up, because it got that Aquarius energy. Some strange things just happen out of nowhere type thing. And it put us into deep thought as well. It forced us to sit in solitude and think, because we couldn't go nowhere, because of the pandemic. So now that we're going into 5, this brings the agent. We are now going into the we're moving and becoming agents of change, okay? I mean, look at what happened with the election. Okay, so this is the change. This is the change we all need. Okay, so for 21, hearing truth. And these 3 cards do relate. Because it's pretty much saying, listen to your inner voice and hear the truth, so that you can find that inner peace. Because a 5 cannot be bored. If you have 5 as your base, you cannot be bored. Okay, so hearing truth. There is a deeper truth that shall bring peace to your heart, offering you guidance, comfort, and renewal. You are guided to turn within for your answers. Do not allow another to interrupt, we just talked about that, influence, or distort your personal, trusting relationship with the divine. They mean by that the divine spirit, your higher self. Okay? Whatever it is that you believe in, the higher power, which I believe in a higher power, that is what's calling you. You know what's calling you. Okay? All right, so you need to focus. What they're saying here is, in order to hear the truth, you need to focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel and not focusing on appearances. What's that saying? All that glitters isn't gold. Got it? Okay? That applies here. So don't focus on what someone looks like, appearances, or the opinions of others. Okay? There is a voice of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability to tune into that inner voice, bringing peace, comfort, and clarity. It takes courage to turn within rather than putting your faith in the people and things of this world. But you have enough inner strength and wisdom to do this. The truth within has been spoken. Trust that you can hear it. So, and this name is Australian. The origination of this name, Aborigines. It comes from the Aborigines people, maybe. Okay, but what they're telling you here is don't get distracted by all the stuff that's going on. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Okay? 5 are people that have courage. If you have a base of 5, if you were born in any of those days, your base number is 5. You are an agent of change. You know why? Because you're not afraid to step out and be that change. And you know what they're saying is, you know what's right. You're hearing the truth. You know your divine purpose. Clear out all that blah, 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 all that stuff you see on TV. Okay? Listen to your inner voice. You know what's right. You know what's wrong. Purification is here. Clear that shit out. Okay? All right, so I'm going to pull some cards. I'm going to wrap this up. And I'm going to pull some wisdom of the oracle cards for you really quick. Just to get into the 5 energy. Or to wrap up the meaning of these 3 cards. It's kind of like a further clarification for those of you guys who are skeptics, maybe not that spiritual. Hey, if you're not spiritual after this year, I don't know what to tell you. I mean, after the year before, 2020, I don't know what else to tell you. Because, man, that was a year of some strange happenings. Now we're at 5, so changes about to take place. I mean, we just had a major change with the election, so let me show you. Yeah, and comment below if anybody's listening out there. Comment below and tell me what you think. I also had something going on where I'll check my email. If you want a free reading, I don't mind doing a pre-recorded reading for you. That's going to be for a limited time only. Yin. All right. So with all this socially and engaging, because 2 is about connections. You know, it's so funny because I just saw a soulmate card too. So this change could be a connection. So it could be something for some of you. Some of you base 5 energies. It could be a change. Or if you're a Gemini, Virgo. Okay, because remember, these zodiac signs are connected to the 5 energy. It could be a change happening in your life where you need to be open to receiving that change. So in order to get this change, yin energy receives. Okay, you need to be open to embracing this change. And I see the number 2 here. So connections. There could be new connections moving forward for you. Maybe change with the people you meet. Poised. So keeping that positive energy is what I'm picking up off of here. She's confident, having the confidence to pursue whatever it is that you need to pursue. Because you know this is your divine purpose. Remember, I picked up the way of the divine feminine revealed. That was all about knowing your purpose. Okay. Yeah, this is purpose. Because remember, we just came out of the year 4. So this is pretty much saying, hey, now you have the power to move and to make that change. Be confident, listening to yourself. And and when you do this, you'll run into the treasure island. Okay, I'm gonna put these right here. When you do this, you'll run into the treasure, or you'll find your inner peace, or whatever it is that you seek, that you treasure. Okay. Oh, on the bottom, that was on the bottom, guys, loyal heart. So be fierce, okay? I feel like there's some soulmate connections here. So I'll make sure that I put that, tag that on the video for you guys who are feeling like you're in a soul connection. So if you have base energy 5, or you're just here to learn about base number 5, or if you are a base number 5 from what I just said, discussed, or if you are like Virgo, Gemini energy, or have it anywhere in your chart, try to find out where it is in your chart. This could relate to you. But I think you definitely have to have Gemini or Virgo somewhere in your chart. It may not be your sun sign. That's just the sign people all know. Magnificence. I'm having own. The world needs to see your brilliance and grace. That's when the cards came out. Don't be afraid to step. And it's all red here. Another card which is red. Time. What they're trying to say here is schedule a sacred date with yourself. So what they were mentioning before, this is what their spirit is telling you need to do. Here, I can't believe, I don't know which one it was, but it was one of these where you have to kind of go within, reserve time for yourself so you can hear the inner voice. That's what they were saying. You have to reserve time for yourself so you can hear the inner voice. And that's funny, that time is here. And also, you know, move away from all the stuff that would distract you. Okay, one more card, last card for clarification and also to help with self-help is own your power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. Now, if that doesn't clarify this reading, I don't know what else to tell you. We just talked about that. Stepping into your power. Own your power. Every storm brings a fresh new beginning. I don't know about you, but 2020 was hell. So look, we're going into 2021 now, and this is the change that we all need. So whether it's family, you want to pursue your purpose, or you just need to make some change out of some old bad habits, do it. Or embrace new relationships, do it. This is the change we need. This is change season. All right. Thank you for visiting my channel. Please, 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 guys, support my channel if you want me to keep coming back here and you're interested. Please like or subscribe to my channel. All right. Till next time.